Hey guys, it's back with JohnyTechReview and I hope you guys are all doing well. So it's been a couple of weeks now since I've been using this BenQ ScreenBar e-reader lamp. So this was sent to me by BenQ. They like me to take a look at it and give it a little bit of review. So it was an interesting product, so I accepted it and I have it for about a month now. I just want to go over some of the features it has, some of the good thing about it, and some of the quotes that I found in the product. So let's take a look. So when you open the box, there are a few things that are inside. You have the actual device itself, you have the mountain bar, you have the long power cable, and then you also have some user menu. So first, let's take a look at the main unit itself. As you can see on the unit, you have the light cell on the bottom here. This is facing downward. In the back, you have the port for the power. On the left side, you have the brightness adjustment, the temperature adjustment, and then on the right side, you have the automatic adjustment, and then you also have the power on and off. The unit also have a built-in light sensor, which will kind of detect the lighting in the room and then adjust to a certain amount of lighting as needed. It also tries to adjust some of the color, and in general I feel like it does a pretty decent job of adjusting the lighting. However, I do notice that sometime at night it seems to overcompensate and the light is a little bit brighter than I wanted. So next, let's talk about the mounting kit itself. This is a little kind of like a level ball, and it's a pretty heavy little metal box here, and it has this plastic hook and it hooks onto your screen. I have the 34-inch LG screen, and with that screen it's actually mounted pretty well. I thought the mounting itself is gonna grab on the screen and kind of lock on my screen, but it turned out my screen has some block bar up top, which worked out pretty well. On the other 27-inch Korean monitor, it does have a bigger bezel, so that's also not a problem. So in general, if you have a bezel-less screen, example, up top, if you have a really small border or something like that, that might be a problem because this might block your graphic. But in general, with my screen, it seems to work pretty well. The ball mechanism itself is pretty good, and it keeps the device in place pretty well. Even when I'm making an adjustment and putting my finger on the touch sensor buttons, it doesn't seem to move it too much, and you can kind of see here. Another really good thing I really like about the device is the actual control of the LED. So you have over here brightness control and you have temperature control. They are pretty nice adjustment. You have a ton of different levels. You can manually press it one at a time, or you can hold it down and it will go all the way down, and then you hold down again for it to go all the way back up. Overall, I found the touch sensitive button works pretty well. There was one day there where I was touching it and it was not making any adjustment. I was trying to like really touch the front edge of the button. These are like touch sensitive button, and it didn't seem to do anything. I did unplug the device, plug it back in, kind of clean my finger. It was a little bit wet from the shower, and that seems to be okay, so that might be the problem. I found that the LED light temperature control is pretty good. You have a variety of range. There's one thing that I do wish that they have is a better actually user manual. The user manual is a little bit confusing, so it doesn't address it really well. One of the things that you will find out is that it's better if you just push your finger on the touch sensitive control and it will go up and down on the scale. It will go all the way down and go all the way up. Same thing with light brightness, all the way down, all the way up. And when you get to your desired setting, you just let go. As soon as you let go, you press it again, it will go the opposite direction. So instead of having plus and minus, that's how they use the single button to perform that action. So does it really work? I believe that this is actually a pretty nice little device, and the way it works is the light will then hit past your screen all the way down to your desktop. So if you are using your keyboard or you want to draw something on that desk and it's a little bit dark, it provides a really nice lighting condition depending on which style lighting you want. So yeah, I think for that aspect it works really well. I was worried that it's going to get some glaring on the screen, but that was not the issues at all, and I didn't have any problem. I was a little bit worried about that, but it turned out okay. I do like the long USB cable they give you. I think it's like 6 to 8 feet, I can't remember. It was pretty long, but that was long enough for me to reach out to my USB hub outside to be able to power the unit. So what are some of the improvements I can think of this device? First of all, I think the light sensor can be a little bit better. I also believe that if for $99, I do believe this is slightly expensive. It is BenQ product, so it's pretty nice, pretty well built metal here. But I think for $99, it would be nice if it actually have a USB port to plug in your computer, and you can make automatic adjustment. You can kind of compensate based on the lighting and the light time of the day, so that it will automatically make adjustment. That would be nice for, I think for $99, that would be pretty nice. I think for a kind of non-smart device, I think probably $60-70 bucks would be the most I would pay for this. Currently it's $99 MSRP. You can probably get it cheaper. So guys, that is my review of the BenQ ScreenBar e-reader lamp. If you have any question, please let me know in the comment box down below. If you find this video useful, please give it a like and consider subscribing for the channel. Again, thank you for BenQ for sending it out for me to review. Hope you guys enjoy this review and stay tuned for more future review. Thank you.